All right, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, most of us dread, building a presentation. But what if you could just skip all the annoying parts? What if you could go from a simple idea to a pretty darn good first draft in just a few seconds? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how a new AI tool is making that possible.
I mean, seriously, who doesn't? You know that feeling, right? You open up a new file and it's just that big, empty, white slide staring back at you. It's a feeling we all know a little too well. And that's the whole problem, isn't it? You're stuck staring at that blank page. Then you start fighting with the formatting, trying to find a theme that doesn't look like it's from 1998. You spend forever hunting for a decent image, and don't even get me started on aligning text boxes. And the craziest part? You do all of this before the actual content, the words you're going to say, is even finalized.
But there's a new way to do this. A solution that generates a complete, professionally designed first draft for you, giving you this incredible running start. And it's called Gemini Canvas.
So this is the big shift we're talking about. We're going from the old way, which is slow, manual, and super frustrating, to this new AI-assisted way of working that is, well, it happens in seconds. It's efficient, and honestly, it makes the whole process way more creative and fun.
Okay, so how do you actually do it? Let's walk through the exact steps, because it's probably way easier than you think. First thing you gotta do is head over to gemini.google.com. Now, here's the key. Don't just start typing in the main chat. Instead, you're going to look for a button that says Tools, and from there, you'll select Canvas. And you'll know you did it right because a little blue Canvas tag will pop up right in the prompt bar. That's your signal that you're in the right place.
So once that little blue tag is there, you're ready to go. And it all kicks off with one simple, almost magic phrase. Create a presentation on whatever your topic is. That's the command that tells Gemini, hey, build me a slide deck.
Now listen up, because this is probably the most important tip of them all. Don't be vague. Don't just say, make a presentation about sales. The more specific you are, the more context you give it, the better that first draft is going to be. Specificity is absolutely your best friend here. And here's what that looks like in the real world. Instead of something generic, try one of these. You could ask for a go-to-market strategy for a new product in a specific region. Or maybe the challenges and opportunities of AI in your workplace. Or even something like a new hybrid work policy. See how each one gives Gemini a really clear goal? But okay, this is where it gets really powerful. You don't just have to start with an idea in your head, you can actually upload your own files and have Gemini build the presentation based on them.
And you can throw almost anything at it. Video transcripts, technical documents, super dense research papers, even spreadsheets full of data. And the real game changer? You can combine files. Imagine uploading a dense report and a spreadsheet. Gemini will actually pull the key info from both to create one unified story. It's incredible.
Okay, so you've written your perfect prompt, maybe uploaded a file or two, and you hit Generate. A moment later, poof, Gemini gives you a draft. So, now what?
So inside that Canvas view, you'll see your presentation. The first thing you want to do is just a quick review. Does the story it's telling make sense? You'll notice it's already picked out a professional theme. Consistent colors, fonts, different layouts for different types of content. It even finds and adds relevant stock photos to get you started.
Now wait, before you export, here's a killer pro tip. Since you're still in that chat window, Gemini remembers the slides it just made for you, so you can just ask it to write your speaker notes.
A talk track is basically just a script, right? It's suggested speaker notes for every single slide. You just type something like, now create a detailed talk track for this presentation, and it'll write it all out. It's a huge head start for your script.
So once you're feeling good about the draft, and you've got that handy talk track ready to go, it's time for the magic moment. You've got to get this thing out of Gemini and into a real editable file.
And this could not be simpler. You'll see a button right at the top that says Export to Slides. That's it, one click. And in the background, Gemini bundles everything up. The text, the images, the formatting, and boom, a brand new 100% editable Google Slides file appears right in your Google Drive. And that brings us to the final, and I'd argue, the most important step. The AI has done all the heavy lifting. Now it's your turn to add the expertise, the polish, and the personality that makes it uniquely yours. You should really think of it like the 80-20 rule. The AI is your assistant. It just did 80% of the grunt work, the formatting, the structure, the basic content.
Now you get to focus on the fun 20%, the high-value stuff like refining the story and adding your own unique insights.
So, for example, the AI might generate a perfectly fine but kind of boring title like this one. You know, it's accurate, but it doesn't really grab you. But with just a few seconds of your human touch, you can tweak it into something way more compelling. See? This version tells a story. It instantly makes the topic feel more dynamic.
So once that file is open in Google Slides, here's your final to-do list. Punch up the titles in the text to make them more impactful. Swap out a few of those stock images for something more authentic. Copy and paste that talk track you generated, and most importantly, sprinkle your own expertise and personality all over it. This is where you make it great.
Look, the AI gives you an incredible foundation, but you are the architect. This whole workflow doesn't just save you a ton of time, it frees you up to focus on the thing that actually matters, the story you want to tell. So the only real question left is, what's your next great idea?